Alright guys, I got a game here I'm going to be showing you today. It's called Keystone. It's made by the developers of one of your favorite games, one of my favorite games, Warframe. It's Digital Extreme's new IP, and I want to show it to you. It's still in beta. I got a chance to play it. Got a chance to jump into the open beta that was going on. And you're gonna see me get my ass kicked pretty bad here. The way this game works is there are different characters, and you have a deck of cards. And you see down here in the bottom left, you see what looks to be a card. You get to later on, you get to set up your own decks, and how you set it up determines what order you get these different special abilities and weapons and different things. There's different cards, they all do different things, and later on you got the chance to make them and design them however you want, and you'll get more cards, you'll open packs, it'll give you more things that you can do for your different characters. Each one of them have different strengths and weaknesses. See, for instance, the guy I'm using right now, he's a giant melee character, he's a tank, and you have a big ass club you can use. You can put up wood walls. He's got a few different things. His only downside is he has no ranged weapons, and he's really fucking slow. So I'm gonna be walking around here, but I'm getting my ass kicked because that team's doing pretty good. They're rolling around as a group, and I'm trying to walk in there and tank, and I'm just getting killed anyway. But anyway, it was one of my first times messing with the game, so don't judge. So like I said, you got the cards down here, and you see them pop up. They're on a timer. Each card has its own individual length of time that it has to wait before it can be activated. And they come in the order that you place them in your deck throughout the match. So, certain ones that are more powerful may have a longer timer to them. Takes you a while to get, it's worth the wait though. It's kind of like a risk rewards kind of system. If you feel like waiting, or if you need things fast, you need to put some short things in there, some short timers. And then you got them each there, and you can use. And then you run through the match, and at that point it becomes just an FPS. It's got this interesting twist, with the cards, but its base gameplay is just normal, kind of like, look at it, kind of reminds me of like Quake or something like that. But it's got like a 70s overtone, and that's the way DE made it. They just kind of wanted it, I don't know, set in the 70s. That's how it was. So, like I said, you're gonna just basically be seeing me get my ass kicked because I'm just running around trying to figure out what to do. I started out, they give you a choice of one of the characters only, and I thought this guy would be interesting. He looked pretty cool, but anyway, I was never able to really. I did get some kills, but I really wasn't as effective as I would have liked to have been. Now there are other characters that have guns. There's ones that are fast. They got ranged weapons, sniper rifles, pistols, and each one of them got their sets of cards. And okay, there's another character that say like he starts with a pistol, but as you flip up some of the cards and activate him, he gets like an assault rifle. He gets a health boost, and then you got a couple of abilities over here down in the bottom right that you always have access to, and you can use those. I think they're on a cooldown as well. And the different game modes in the game are pretty interesting. I don't completely understand it, but each team has got a set of points that they have to defend. Now the mode I'm playing right now is not that. I'm sorry. Actually, right now I'm just playing a straight team deathmatch, I believe. And it's first to 40 wins, first to 40 kills. There is a few other modes though. They allow you to basically, it's kind of like a play on capture the flag, but they really went a step farther with it, and it's very interesting. Depending on how well you do, you're either going to be defending or playing offense. Now, if your team is screwing up, you're going to be on the defense all the time, and you're going to have to defend your team's points against the enemy. But if you manage to do well, then you're going to be on the offensive, and you have to go capture their points. And the way you do this is you just walk up to the points and you stand near them, and you drain the power out of them. And I might have some gameplay of that later on to where we actually do that. But right now we're just playing the deathmatch. I'm running around with the character that I selected at the beginning. Kind of wishing I would have maybe picked a different one. I'm more of a ranged weapons kind of guy. I thought I could run in a tank with this guy. I saw some other people doing really well with this dude. Somehow, whenever I'm playing against him, he doesn't die. But when I'm playing as him, I get my ass kicked. Anyway, we're going to go on, let you see a little bit of the gameplay. I'll be back in a few.
Kills to win.
Okay. So you got a little taste of what things were like. I am going to show you guys another match, and I'm going to let you see more of what I talked about earlier. I do believe it's the other game mode and a different character. And I also want to explain the base of the game with the game board. Forgot to mention that. So we ended up winning the match despite probably my terrible play. And at the end, you get your rewards. You move ahead of space on the board. Now you can select another character, and you get a starter deck with that character. And that's just a set of basic stuff, that are normal stuff. They're iconic weapons that they use. You get to choose one, and you'll unlock the rest as you go along. So now you see the game board. You're probably going to get to see it here in a second. This is the matchmaking system in between matches, and the whole real objective is to get all the way around the board. And basically, a space on the board is kind of like a level. And if you're thinking of Warframe, then it's basically, think of like a mastery level. Each time you level up, you move a space on the board. Each space on the board has its own set of rewards and different stuff with it. So now I'm starting a new match, and it's the different game mode, Fragment fight. And you'll see here how this works out. So see, now I got a pistol. I got a little bit of ranged action going on. I'm probably still gonna suck because I'm just kind of new to the game, still trying to figure everything out. And so the objective of this one is, okay, see, there's a central point here. Everybody wants to try and capture that, and all you do is go stand underneath it, and both teams fight over it and try to drain as much of it out of it as they can. Whoever succeeds in this goes on the offensive. And you see up there at the top of the middle of the screen, each team has got three I don't know what you want to call them, like power cells or something. and whoever gets the central node first, oh, I got a kill. Whoever gets the central node first, they go on the offensive. And then the other team's got to defend their nodes as you go and try to drain their 3. You have to defend if they get it first. And then it goes back and forth like that until one team ends up with all their stuff drained and that other team wins. I kind of like this a little bit better. It's a little more strategic and interesting. I kind of felt it to be a little bit more in my element.
Neutral fragment is half drained.
So see, we're draining it out. They're trying to attack while we're doing this. Trying to fight them off. Of course, the old classic death cam, when you get killed. You know, but overall, this game is just really fun. It's my first impressions with it are pretty positive. I don't really have, you know, too many complaints. It's a real interesting system. The cards are really cool, you know. And later on, there's going to be microtransactions, and you can buy booster packs. You can buy gold game pieces, you know, basically cosmetics, you know, different things to quality of life, different, like, you know, different stuff like that. And it's a really good time with friends, and I can see a lot of people getting into this. It's probably going to be, you know, fairly big, you know, probably as big as Warframe. They're hoping that it's going to be. And of course, they're still going to concentrate on Warframe. It's still going to be their main thing. This is just another thing they're coming out with. And it's really well made. It's high quality. You know, the graphics are decent. I like the 70s vibe. The different characters are cool. The card system is really unique and interesting. It's something I highly suggest. Or highly recommend. See there, I flipped over a card to get an airstrike, paint the target on there, so to send down an airstrike on them. And guys, I'm not speaking with a script or anything like that. I'm just doing this on the fly, so forgive any mistakes or verbal fuck-ups. I just wanted to kind of put a spotlight on this game and let people know it's out there. I know there's probably not too much information out yet, so I had this video made already a couple of days ago. It's just taking me some time to get into the editing process and, you know, get everything situated. Okay, so that match ran on for a really long time, so I want to just go ahead and get on with it and show you guys the game board and the decks and how that works a little bit. So each character comes with a starter deck, and like I said, it's a bunch of basic cards that you can use, and at first you're not allowed to mess with the order. Once you hit space 4 on the game board, you get the opportunity to start making your own decks, and then you control what order the cards come out. And you can also get booster packs with different cards and edit them that way. And I just kind of was looking around with everything, and I can see, you know, what it takes. You can also spend money down there at the bottom left, your coins or whatever. I went ahead and spent 400, I think it was, to move to the next space forcibly, and that gave me the opportunity to choose another character and also start editing my own decks, because I believe that was space 4 that I moved on to. Yeah. So then, you know, you go in and you can tweak any of these to your liking, adding the cards, taking cards out, reordering them as you see fit, and right there you can see how it works. You got your cards on the right, And that's your deck on the left. You're going to throw them in there the order that you want to. And that's how they will come out in game. And you see the timers on them. You see how long it'll take for them to activate once you bring them out in game. And that's how you judge, you know, what you want to play. If you need some stuff to come out quickly at the beginning, a couple of good weapons, a couple strong items, get them in there fast. So once you have your deck tweaked to your liking, then you take it out in game, and like I said, at that point it becomes a first-person shooter and you're good to go. If you have first-person shooter skills, then you'll be awesome at this game, and the cards are just a nice bonus. Lets you you know, determine how you're going to battle in a very interesting way. So guys, that's about all I got for this video. I just wanted to get some information out there about Keystone. I haven't really seen too many videos about it, so I hope this, you know, sheds some light on it for you guys and maybe draw some interest for you. If you like Warframe and you like digital extremes, you know, that's something that definitely made me interested in checking this out. So if it's something you think you might like, check it out. That's it for me. If you guys like this video, you know, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Had a little bit of a dark period there where no videos came out, but there's going to be some more content again. I assure you of that. Alright guys, take care. Until next time.